Hello and welcome to another episode of Talkin Balls.
Oh, I fucking like that. I'm sorry, that's class. Fuck yeah. I love that, dude.
Is that a good one, was it?
Yeah, I'm glad I left that for a surprise. Fuck yeah.
See?
That's class.
See? Even Marc liked it and he doesn't like anything.
Yeah.
When he said he had a new one, I was like, show me now. I was wondering like where the bar was going to go to after Trump, you know?
Oh, yeah. I like it. It's good.
We've changed it from Trump to just a new one, so that's how we roll.
Plus, he was expensive every week.
He was expensive to get on, like, you know what I mean? But, yes, I'm Neil Adams. I am your host. Joined, as always, are my lovely bearded co-hosts in Rob and Marc. How are you, gents?
Good to be back. Good to be back, mate, after my 2 week sabbatical, you know?
Were you off for 2 weeks?
Yeah, I was sick 1 week and then I was jet setting the following week.
Funny, I thought it was quieter on the podcast.
Oh. Yet you say he never says a word.
It's never
right? Contradicting myself. Damn it.
Yep. Are you sore, boys? They're being alright, boys?
I feel like death.
Good. Pride's a little hurt, but other than that, we're pretty good.
I hurt everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not built for this shit anymore.
Fuck those midges around the lock.
I was just going to say, you're only hurt by midges, like.
Fucking 32 bites, like. And I counted
30. It was 36 earlier.
It wasn't, you just don't listen.
Damn. Yes, this show is brought to you by our lovely sponsors, that is Heiberger. If you have not checked out Heiberger, check them out now. They have now got 2 locations due to sponsoring us. Obviously, we made that happen. At Boneyard and at Banana Block. So check them out.
We're still waiting on that Talkin Balls burger, though, is the only thing.
No.
Did you see the special this week, though? Or was it last week? That Nando's burger? The Nando's burger?
Oh, hit us up with it. What's in it? What's in it?
Oh, my lord. What? So it's like, is it buttermilk chicken, buffalo chicken? Or is it medium Nando's sauce? Can't remember 100%. I need to get it up. But then it's got the peri-peri fries, halloumi cheese with chili jam, and medium Nando's sauce.
Damn.
Delicious.
I don't think they can go wrong with whatever they do.
Yeah.
I
think
we seem to be pretty on point.
Pretty damn on point, mate. Every single thing they do, especially the buffalo cheeseburger, is amazing.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, we should get burgers for draft night.
Ooh, for sure. Yeah, well, we'll talk a bit more about that there later. So we shall, Marcus Aurelius. But we're going to talk about what happened in week 8. Yes, week 8.
It's not week 5, was it, though?
We're on the 8th week since the AFI started.
Okay, yeah. 5 weeks do count, sure?
5 weeks do count. Ask the NFL or anybody that does a bye week, that they do count. You know what I mean? This is the only country where people think that bye weeks don't count.
I don't think you can add the NFL into that. I mean, because there's still games.
Of course we can.
I don't know, because there's still games ongoing that week.
Still.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, if we have no games ongoing, surely it'll be game week 5 or 6 or whatever it is.
That's why people are saying now game week 5. I'm not saying game week 5. I'm not saying this, this is week 5 of game weeks.
Yeah.
It's week 8. So we're in the 8th week. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you're supposed to be on my side.
We will be. We are on your side, but every week we're going to argue with this because
doesn't sound like he's on my side. That middle one.
So welcome to week 8. Let's go. I'm with you now. Fuck you, Rob.
Appreciate that.
Fuck game week.
Oh man, fuck you.
I know. I was going to go against you, but now I'm not.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to start off with the Panthers against the Vikings because that is pretty much the only game I didn't get information from. Vikings didn't send me anything. And Panthers, I forgot to ask. They're the only team I forgot to ask.
Oh no.
No.
So we are live, so get it in now.
Yes, if there's any Panthers in, get a
Get
wee
forward into the chat.
get a wee stats in there, and we'll talk about this. But I did see that my wee Finn O'Donovan got a couple of touchdowns, a couple of wee rushing touchdowns from a wee running back / quarterback. So it's good to see. Good to see him back on the scoreboard.
Is he just a running back or is he QB this
He's
year?
just a guy that catches the ball and then run. Sometimes
That's
he's
a way.
Oh.
Your audio's gone for me, Neil.
Where'd it go?
Oh, it's back now. That's grand. I didn't hear what you said.
I thought he was just being quiet for a second.
There you are.
Did my audio
Seizing the
go right now?
opportunity.
It did
Yeah,
go,
you
yeah.
wee bit mumbly, yeah.
See, I've changed areas, so I'm hoping everything still works. Probably.
Yeah.
Because my
Did
wife moved
okay up
me out
until that
of
5
my
seconds.
usual spot. So, yeah, hopefully everything works out.
You back
Have
in
you
Harry
listened?
Potter's bedroom, are you?
No, I'm in
No.
my fun room now. I've got moved
Right, okay.
down. So
Have
that's
you,
when I'm in here.
Have you guys ever listened to the audio on Insta?
No.
Terrible.
I was listening to you last week, and like it sounds like at stages you'll be normal, and then it'll sound like stages of you just took a hit of like nitrous oxide. You're really deep and you're like talking.
Well, you see,
slow.
that's the thing. I'm sitting watching it right now because you have to put a stream key and all in. I'm watching it right now, and it doesn't look great either. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas if you watch it on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or X, we're perfect. We're in perfect quality, and our sound is awesome.
Right, okay.
We also have the chat here as well, which means we don't have to have Instagram up. But we love Instagram. Instagram, where most of our people are. Everybody comes in and they're more vocal on Instagram, so that's why we love it here. That's why we decide to stream here every Tuesday. But anyway,
What did the
30
Panthers Vikings game finish? I know it was
Thir-
Panthers 1, but
39-14 to the Panthers.
respectable enough. It's good to see the Vikings get some more points on the board.
100%. It was good to see them actually get some points on the board. I think this is the start of their they had a terrible start to the season in terms of games and schedule. So I think this, I don't want to say easing off them a wee bit,
Yeah.
but yeah, they were able to get some points on the board, which was good.
Did they
Panthers
still have to play the
maybe.
Knights? Did they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. The Knights are. I told you the Knights are a good team. That was a good result for the Knights against UCD.
Yeah.
I know they lost, but it's a closer result than most would expect.
Yeah. So we're just moving on to the Knights, are we?
I was gonna
No,
say
keep going. Just keep going. I just
straight on
it
to
just
that.
popped in my head. Popped in my head.
Jesus Christ Almighty.
Yeah, 39.
Yeah. Turbo fan, Turbo Props. Quick questions. Just wanted an opinion with the NFL UK pathway partnering with Ireland now. Do you the talent level is where it needs to be to give Irish players a shot at getting recognised by the NFL? I don't know. There is. See, that's what I'm saying. See, everybody that went over to the international player pathway, I talked to one or two of them and they didn't even know that there was a league here. I think one of them went over to Australia and found out there was leagues over here as well. So there is a lot of great players here that can go in and put on a flipping show. But
Yeah.
like I've said, you know, like you need to know the game. Like your man Lewis Reese Zammit.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if he's ever played American football. I don't know if he's ever looked at a playbook. I don't know if he's supports NFL as a team, whatever. Like, but you know what I mean? He's a rugby player, and it's going to be hard for him to go over there and start learning how to be an American football player because it's not as easy as people think it is. You know what I mean? You need to know the plays. You know the exact words. You need to go to the exact call that the quarterback's doing, depending on where he's at. Like, you know, so it is going to be hard for him. It's not just as easy as going around and you know what I mean? Like it is. I don't want to say easier, but it is easier for a kicker to go over.
Yeah.
Because people over here can kick for fucking miles, man. Do you know what I mean? A rugby player can go over and kick. Do you know what I mean? It's just if you have the calmness and collectedness to go and kick a ball in the middle of fucking 70,000 people every week, there's a great chance for you over there.
I don't know 100. Yeah, kicking I would agree with. Maybe even some special teams. But in regards to actual, offense defense, I don't think we would have anyone on the level of the NFL yet. But possibly, CFL, UFL, or USFL, whatever the full name of that is. Stuff like that.
On about like the well players that we have in our leagues, Ireland. Or like in Ireland, just
in Ireland, I suppose,
and all across all sports. No, I mean, because there's a lot of very, very good rugby players that could go over legs, Emma.
Yeah, true.
And still be very competitive. I mean, what was it? Jason Melita, is it? Was it you call him the left tackle for Eagles?
Yeah.
He talks about it and he says it's different gravy. Like it's nowhere shape or form easy, but it can be done.
Yeah, 100%. But there is certain. I don't want to say there's certain positions that would be easier to go into. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're going in wide receiver and running back, it's a bit different. Like, do you know what I mean? If you're going in as a quarterback, it's fucking a hell of a lot different. Fucking, you need to be a certain fucking size. You know what I mean? And, like the NFL combine fucking measures your hands, how fucking far you can jump. You know what I mean? It's all metrics, and you're judged on everything, like in the NFL. But yeah, Panthers against the Vikings, 39-14. That is my wee dark horse. We all picked the Panthers, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, I think it was across the board.
Yeah, across the board, we picked the Panthers. We did I think we did say that we wanted to see the wee Vikings get a couple of points on the board, which was good for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, dark horse. That is, the Panthers are still in it, still winning.
Now, aren't they?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
Call it at the start of the season.
We all put them up there pretty high. I think maybe went a bit higher than the Cork Admirals and Portland. 3-0.
3-0.
It seems strange, isn't it, to call it game week 5 and only have played 3 games. Seems weird, doesn't it?
Week 8.
That's why I think week 8 sounds better.
And say if we're going to clutch at straws here, it's actually game week 6.
I was actually going with you there, not against you.
I don't know. It sounds like you're going against me. So we'll go on to the next game, which is the Knights against UCD. We all have UCD, so we did. It was across the board. Curtis went for Vikings, though, didn't he, in the last game?
He went for Vikings, over the Panthers, Yeah,
so Curtis went for the Vikings. Then we all went for UCD, but we did say it wouldn't be as easy for UCD as they think it might be. And so we're going with UCD in terms of, like, I was told it was a game of 2 halves, that the second half, the Knights held UCD to 1 touchdown and they scored 2. So
they won the second half.
They won the second half, man.
Nice.
Yes. So it's all about longevity and stamina. And I think we talked about this last year, that the Knights are good in the second half. Or it could have been reversed. I can't remember.
To be honest, that was a year ago. So,
but the Knights were very good last year, though, weren't they?
No. They won 1 game last year, beat the Cowboys to stay up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
it was between them two.
So
there was 2 passing touchdowns by Liam Moores to Dahid Machine, and there was dominant display from Robbie Alexander on the D lane and Thomas Wilson from corner. So, and then we also have stats from UCD as well. Aaron Mooney to Peter Madison and Tom Donovan for 1 receiving touchdown each and 1 rushing touchdown each for Tom McAniff and Jack Finnegan. So 32-13 with the Knights at home.
I think I said it in the podcast last week. Knights are a far better team than the game I watched against the Panthers. They definitely improved a lot from last season. I knew it would be a closer game than everyone expected, but UCD are just that level of difference UCD and the Rebels have to the rest of the leagues, night and day at the minute, and obviously it's quite visible to see.
Yeah.
Every time they play a team that isn't each other, they dominate to a certain extent. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, chat. Any stuff you want to put in there? Any information or anything? Throw it in there. Any comments? Go ahead, there, Marcus.
You guys would maybe know a wee bit more than me, because I've really been focusing on the leagues over the last sort of 2 years, and UCD have been up at the top the last 2 years I've been watching it. Has that always been the case with them, or?
No, the year we watched them in Ravenhill or Kingspan, that was the first year they ever won the SBC.
So it's only recently they sort of came into a decent wealth of players.
Domination.
Well, they've always been obviously SBC standards, but to the standard they're at the minute, yeah, sort of last 3-4 seasons, they've really taken a leap.
Yeah, they're doing something right anyway.
Look, that's the thing about being one of the top universities in Dublin. You get a massive influx of people from around the world. You know what I mean?
But they're doing obviously really well to keep those players in.
Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to have an influx coming in every year.
Well, it's
you know. Better, how are you? Thanks very much for coming in. Bo Margaret, how you doing? UCD are like a big army. Was a good game all round. So yeah, we'll move on to the Admirals against the Minotaurs. We all had the Admirals, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, we all had UCD and the Admirals.
Did we?
We did. I've got the predictions in front of me.
Nice. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. You're not a bad spot. Yeah, we all had the Admirals. It was like, I think we said if the Admirals don't win, it's going to be a long season for them.
Oh yeah, 100%. But as I said, I didn't think the Minotaurs were going to beat them, and especially it was Admirals were at home, weren't they?
They were indeed, yeah.
Literally every team that goes away to the Admirals has a minimum 2-hour drive to them or something like that. So,
Vikings don't. Like
I don't know how close Limerick is to Cork. I don't know that neck of the woods too well, but still, it's still a decent jump for a game. But yeah, no, I knew that UCD or not UCD Cork would win that one. So.
Yeah, Admirals are doing very good considering they lost Stephen Hayes, and I still don't even know where he is. Does anybody know where Stephen Hayes is? I don't even know where he went to, and why he's not here anymore. You know, did he go to a different team? Has he moved? What happened? But Jake Kennedy's there now, and he threw 3 passing touchdowns. So he's doing very well at the minute. 2 to Jan DeCini and 1 to Declan May. And Jake also scored a rushing touchdown, so they're not actually missing Stephen Hayes.
They're doing all right without him.
Yeah, they're doing all right without him. So that's not too bad. So the future's looking good in Admirals. Also, Finn O'Donovan lives in Cork, so whenever he finishes in UCD or UL, he might end up heading down there.
I don't think he will. I think we talked to him about this last season.
Well, he's hardly going to say in the middle of the podcast, yeah, I'm going to move.
I know, but
when I go back home.
I think, he had that, well, he's had, two big seasons with him. One where he lost the Div 1 Bowl final against the Minotaurs. And then, obviously, last season was immense for them. So I think he's he bleeds that, what's their kit colour is white, isn't it? He bleeds the white, whatever the other colour is. Is it blue? Blue and white then? I know they have a white kit. They had a white kit in the final for the Div 1 final, or Div 1 final.
Kit, yes, everybody does, Rob.
Yeah, okay, cool. Why are you whispering for?
Try not to make you look stupid.
Okay. You didn't? Anyway, go ahead.
I know I didn't, because I was whispering.
No one else heard you.
Did they not? That's good. So yes, Minotaurs getting a wee touchdown in there. Did I get anything from the Minotaurs? I think I did. Right. So yes, Rafa Montero scored a touchdown and he had a 2-point conversion there as well. Niall Folan with an interception. Niall Corrigan with Corrigan had multiple sacks and tackles for losses. So yeah, good job by the Admirals. in seeing off the Westmeath Minotaurs. What is the division looking like for the minute? Is the Minotaurs at the bottom?
I would say so. I don't think they've won a game. They've lost to the Panthers, Knights, and Admirals. So, yeah.
Damn. The Vipers and Razorback games was postponed. And then we move on to the Rhinos against the Cowboys.
Aye, bit of a... And we knew the Cowboys. Well, I think we all went with the Cowboys. No one picked the Rhinos, did we?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Yeah.
I may have. Did I pick them? Or did everybody pick the Cowboys?
Yeah, it was Cowboys across the board.
Yeah, Cowboys across the board.
Because I had Rhinos as to win this division, and
You went for
change my
Cowboys.
mind. I want to change my mind.
I didn't think it'd be quite the blowout it was. As far as I'm aware, they got the field goal in the fourth quarter as well, the Rhinos. So, I didn't expect it to be quite the blowout that it was.
This is their third game as well, isn't it?
Mavs?
No.
Sorry,
Cowboys?
Rhinos.
I'm not sure this is the fourth game the Cowboys played.
Yeah, they played the Rexford Eagles.
Feels
the
like they're
Vipers,
playing every week.
Mavs, and the team that just beat Rhinos. That's it.
Rhinos.
Yeah.
Rhinos.
So yeah, they've played 4 games now.
So
there was a load of convincing wins that they've had over the last couple of weeks for a team certainly that got demoted last season to then come and dominate this league. There must be a bit of a skill gap between the two leagues.
there seems to be a big, massive skill gap.
Yeah.
So there does.
And the Cowboys had a fantastic recruitment in the off-season because the team that I refereed, playing the Trojans, was about half the size of their squad at the minute from the pictures I've seen. So they've had a good off-season. So they have.
Fair play them. Also with Peter Lochran coming back, that always helps as well.
Aye. And Greg, isn't it? Greg Lochran as well, back as head coach.
Greg Lochran is head coach. Who do they bloody stay for whenever they're in the SBC?
No comment.
That's the main time you should be staying. Is when you're in the SBC. You know? Peter Lochran obviously knows his stuff. Is a very, very good quarterback. Peter Lochran had 5 passing touchdowns and 4 passing 2-point conversions. Oren O'Kane with 2 receiving touchdowns. Neil Maxwell with 2 receiving touchdowns. Andy Heron with 1 rushing touchdown. And Matthew Walsh with 1 receiving touchdown. And David Radford with 1 receiving touchdown. So
Yeah, I
That's
think
a lot of
puts,
people.
Peter Lochran at 13 touchdowns and 4 passing touchdowns of 4 games now.
Yeah, I would say
he's
he's passing leader at this minute.
Oh yeah,
This
absolutely.
stage of the game, like, you know what I mean, 100%.
Yeah,
Crazy, like, because I would sort of determine that the Rhinos are would be one of the better teams in our league, and for the Cowboys to put that against them is quite crazy.
I think it's to put that against their defense. Like, I mean, everybody always talks about the Rhinos defense, and for them to put them points up against them is unreal. We did have somebody to go into the chat or into my wee comments on Instagram, saying what was the most surprising thing, and somebody put in that the Rhinos kicking their field goal and celebrating. So we had Paul Hosford tell me that wasn't true, that they didn't celebrate, they just kicked the field goal because they wanted to, because Paul Hosford is now the new kicker and they wanted to see if he could still kick the ball. So that's what
I'm all
happened.
for scoring points. I'm gonna fucking
100%.
celebrate whatever point we score. So
100%.
well done, guys. I would fucking celebrate with 3 points.
And there was no babies harmed in that kick either.
Good.
Oh, do you remember
That still remains.
Then now we go on to the game. That was the other
we
game.
can just brush through everyone. It's fine.
To not give the Giants any discredit, because they played very good. Do you know what I mean? So we have to talk about it to give the Giants some credit, because they played well.
Good job, guys. Moving on.
No, we gotta give them all the credit in the world.
Swiftly moving on.
I mean, they're a different side to what we played last year or 2 years ago.
100%.
2 years ago, yeah.
Absolutely formidable force. And this year it's a fucking different team that showed up. So
Yep.
I tipped my hat to them. It was definitely a different side that I played at the weekend. And well done, guys. It was a good win.
Yeah, fair play to Coleman Gel and the work he's doing there at the minute. Like,
If any Giants are listening, they've got 2 sore men on the podcast. We are on bits from it, so
I'm also on bedside. I run up and down the sideline as well, like, and then I got sunburnt the back of my legs. You know what I mean? It wasn't an easy track for me either. Like,
you didn't run once.
I briskly walked, man. I swear to God, like, you know what I mean? I walked as quick as I could in certain scenarios, like at the Joey thing and all. You know what I mean? I had to like really, really walk quickly.
Which one when he scored
on our first touchdown? Like, you know what I mean? I almost had a panic attack that day. I think I was telling everybody. Yeah, mate. I was like,
I was like, oh my God, we're doing it. Let's do it. Let's fucking go.
I know. A lot of score 1 touchdown at the start to give us false hope.
Alright. Broke our hearts real quick.
Yeah.
We were talking there about celebrating after scoring points. We actually received a warning from Steve for celebrating after someone's first touchdown.
Wasn't us. But Jason spiked the ball and got a warning, so he did.
See, I don't believe in that rule. Like, if you score a touchdown, you know what I mean? Like, you should be able to celebrate that. Like.
I know. Well, I would agree with you.
It's not like actual taunting.
Yeah. As long as you're not running into somebody's face going, what about that, dickhead?
Not like he spiked the ball right at them.
Yeah.
But no, fair play.
But no, 100%, I don't believe in that rule at all. Like, that should change. You know, you should be allowed to celebrate whenever you score a point or touchdown or whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Let's bring it up at the committee meeting this year for the AFI.
Oh, God.
Fucking celebrate our touchdowns.
I know,
Yeah,
let's celebrate our touchdown.
Taunting should be allowed to a certain degree.
No, you see, I don't know about taunting, like, because you know what I mean. You know what everybody's like, and there's not enough punishment or camera that warrant to say, "Oh, that guy was mean to me." You know what I mean? That like if you
I'm
use
not
it
about
acceptably.
mean taunting. I'm like fucking score a touchdown, yeah, like you know, something like that. You know, something wholesome for the whole family.
No, that doesn't. No, I don't like that. No,
I don't like that either. To be fair,
I would like. You know what I mean? You want to do like once you celebrate, once you do a touchdown, you want to be able to do like the roller coaster thing that Tyreek Hill and all does in the middle of the end zone.
Yeah,
you want to do things like that there and like rolling a bowling ball and everybody falling over. Stupid stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's just funny.
Bit of gritty.
Do things like that. Yeah, we bit of gritty.
I would love to see you gritty.
Rob or me?
I don't have the coordination there.
I would love to see Rob gritty with a wee cheesy chip.
Here, Clyde playing left tackle, obviously with number 42, as we've obviously first time ever in the many years I've played that 42 wasn't allowed to play left tackle. But
yeah, Jerry fucking give me some shit for that too. Like,
doesn't matter. But
he's like, hey, what the fuck? And I was like, Rob's a ref, and he told me it was alright.
I wasn't asked about it, and I've done it loads of times. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But it was because they didn't know if I was an eligible receiver or not. All they did was look at my gut to know I'm not an eligible receiver. Eligible receiver, cheese chips.
So what was the ruling on it? Because you were allowed to play with that number on the line. You just weren't. Like, if you declared yourself eligible, that's where it would become illegal.
No. They had to go over to the other coach and be like, "That is a lineman. He is not an eligible receiver. He is a lineman, and it'll be nothing else."
The referee did not say that though. He said something way funnier though.
Yeah, but
he said something like, "As you've probably guessed."
Oh, he did that as a coach. Yeah.
42 is not an eligible receiver.
Funny thing is though, Rob don't drop. If I got out there, I would fucking catch the ball. It's fine.
I know, but you'd be waddling all the way to it.
Absolutely not. I'm the fastest 21 stone lineman you'll see in your life. It's fine.
I could well believe that. Yeah.
Like you're shaving off a few stone there.
Fuck off. Anyway.
So yes, from right now, bear with me here because this is going to take a while.
You're not going to read all the stats out, are you?
I'm going to read all their touchdown scores.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to do our stats afterwards. Okay.
You can't. 100. Says me doing it. For Tony McCluskey, he scored a 25-yard rushing touchdown. Nate Wilson to Ben Smith for a 5-yard receiving touchdown. Michael McCaffrey had a pick six, and that was the worst throw. I'm sorry, Joey, if you're watching, but that was terrible. I don't even know what
See
you were
that-
playing at there, like, because
See that
literally,
throw as well.
and I don't mean any offense to Michael McCaffrey or anything, like, but he's not a quick man. And he's
I
able to
love
just
seeing
dander
a
and
defensive
grab that.
lineman score a fucking touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, well done. That was fucking
Yeah.
class. You see
Like,
the
it literally-
glee in his face when he scored that. Now, obviously,
I
it's
know.
fucking shit because he scored it against me. But fuck me, he was the happiest man on the pitch when he scored that.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you know what I mean? But like, it was like Joey just seen him and went, "Oh, you can have it, mate."
Mate, do you know what it was? I was blocking him, and obviously he came round.
Oh,
and I was
there.
trying to-
Great job, Rob.
there's how it
Great
got
job.
in.
And
Nice
I
block
was
and
tr-
Rob.
Great.
Oh yeah,
great
because we all
Fuck's sake.
expected
Now
interception
we
to
know
happen
what
right beside
happened.
us.
yeah.
But I was blocking him. I had him up, and then all I seen was his eyes light up, and I was like, "What's happening here?" And then he just goes.
And then you went,
What the
"Oh,
fuck?"
you know,
And I
I'll stop
tried-
blocking you now because you look
No,
so
no.
happy."
I tried to tackle him, and he was in. That was it. I was like, right,
Because there's another
sweet.
1 yard line.
Yeah. So yeah,
So yes, then we had Dean Carey with a 55-yard rushing touchdown, and then we had Jig McCoy. Jig McCoy's just a different animal, isn't he? Like,
it's a bowling
Like-
ball.
he's just a. I don't know if they call him Jig because he just jigs through people and things. But I don't know how because he doesn't look quick, but he's able to get jig through people. You know what I mean?
Aye.
There you go. Just set up the nickname, mate. That's where it came from.
I think that's where it came from. And that's all I'm saying. So Jig McCoy with a 7-yard rushing touchdown. Jig McCoy with a 1-yard rushing touchdown. Nate Wilson to Nathan Chapman for a 45-yard receiving touchdown. And then we had Nate Wilson to Ronan McCluskey for a 40-yard receiving touchdown. And then we had Dean Carey with a 65-yard pick six to
Aye.
finish her off. Robert?
And now I'm just going off memory for this one. For us, we had Joey, which was at a 65, 70-yard touchdown, rushing.
Own it, mate. Own it.
I'm
That
just
was
trying to get
100%
85 yard.
it was 70, 75, something like that. Then we had Jason with probably a 60-yard rushing touchdown. And then we had Jay with, I'm not sure the distance was on these ones, but I know one of them was like a 10-yard throw into the end zone. And then one was a bit deeper, wasn't it? About 30 yards,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
And then Chris Bates with a pick, just a pick.
Just a pick. Just a pick.
And
No
then we had,
sixes involved there.
Who got the fumble recovery? Was that Tommy?
I think so.
I think Tommy or Seamus, one of the two,
Yeah.
with a fumble recovery. And that was pretty much all she wrote for us, wasn't it?
Yep.
But here, the
Was-
fucking Jets put points on the board, lads. Let's fucking
No,
go.
yes, 100%.
Yeah.
This is what I want to say. You know, like for everybody that's giving us a load of shit because we haven't won in pretty much 2 years. We were able to score double in that one game than we scored all
victories.
last season. So I'm
Yes.
just saying.
We're going
a
the right
positive
direction.
there. There's a positive there.
Someone's just said in the Instagram comments it was Tommy, whoever
Yeah,
Beatty is.
that's Jason Beatty. You know the
Is it?
running back.
I didn't know that. What's happening,
Yeah.
Jason?
What up, Jason? Jason was able to hold on the ball for most of the game as well.
Yeah.
What about that?
Was a bar
He's
so one of
learning.
those plays like, but anyway.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there was one. And thank you as well, Jason. I've been getting a lot of shit in work. So thanks for that. Whiskey and Autism says up at Jets, and our next game is the Vipers in 2 weeks. At home again.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So
Back-to-back home games. Look at us.
yeah, boy.
No. Beatty says, fuck you, dickheads.
Man, we're saying you did well. You mean you dropped it twice in the first game, and then you only dropped it once in the second game. So we're hoping it's just going to be that's it. That's out. You know what I mean? 2-1-0.
One
It must be
touchdown,
those pre-match
offensive MVP.
rituals that he's doing.
What?
Oh, let's not get into those.
Must be those pre-match rituals that he's doing. Just keep it up, bud. It's working.
Oh yeah,
Was that-
don't get into that. Yeah.
Was that when he polished his helmet?
And no, no. Did you see when he read that? Like,
Steady now.
and
Steady.
then he had to change it. He had to change it.
I know.
Oh god, the wording of that was so terrible.
I know.
Yes, BD, you did get offensive MVP, mate. And you totally deserved it, buddy. You ran through boys, and you were good. You're a good man, and you held on to the ball.
He's a good running back, good player.
You're a good man.
You're a good man, mate. But yeah, if anybody has any questions for us in the comments, fire them in there. We are going to kind of like amalgamate our 2 shows. Usually we do 2 shows, but we're going to try and amalgamate. Is that not a word?
You mean amalgamate?
Amalgamate?
It's amalgamate, it's not. Oh god, amalgamate. Need someone to fix this in the fucking comments.
We're going to combine the 2 shows.
Here.
So we are.
All I'm saying is, Elsa, is that I have my helmet slightly loose for a reason, and it worked perfectly. So I got the 15-yard penalty, and then the next time we touched my helmet, he gave up on the play, and never touched it for the rest of the game. Perfect. That's all I wanted.
What? Oh, you got your helmet taken off a good couple of times, didn't you?
It was twice. The second time I got caught, and then it never happened again.
Oh.
So, yeah, but
just so you know, I'm right. I googled it.
What are you right about?
What is it?
Amalgamate.
Smell.
I don't know. I still think I'm right.
Amalgamate. Yeah, that's what I said, isn't it? Amalgamate.
Yeah, that's what we all said.
You said amalgamate.
Amalgamate.
Anyway. That chip grease. Fuck.
Gary, is it Gary? It's Gary Walsh, isn't it? Gary Walsh says that chip grease. That's why I keep slipping. You know what I mean?
No, mate.
What can you
just
do?
Tactics. Sorry.
You know what I mean?
It took a while for the penny to drop there.
Molly, sorry, flag. Oh, sorry, it slipped out of my fingers.
That's Curtis McCall. Come on, Curtis.
What up, Curtis? What about you? You can join us if you want, if you're free. Like, you know, what I mean, we're going to talk a wee bit of. We're going to talk a wee bit.
Why is he not here tonight? What's he at? What's he got?
I don't know. He went to WWE at the weekend, so I'm sure he's hanging out with WWE buddies now.
Yeah, networking for Talkin Balls, obviously.
Yeah, trying to get The Rock on the show. Yeah, so we're going to talk about the draft. We are going to be doing a live draft show this Thursday. Marc is especially looking forward to it.
It's going to be a long night.
Yeah, it starts at 1 o'clock in the morning, so we'll be on about 12:30, 1:45, talking some balls, seeing who's going to get drafted.
Are we drinking?
Yeah.
Drinking a lot of energy drink that night.
Oh, I'm having a nap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a 3-hour nap, I think, before that.
So if you don't know anything,
what?
So tune in for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did he say he was going to do?
I'm having a 3-hour nap.
When are you getting a nap? You're off work.
You know what we can do, man? Is like
6?
set up a foghorn, and so many likes or donations gets the foghorn to go off and wake you up.
Not during the podcast. I meant 3 hours before to be prepared to stay up the whole time and not complain about being so tired. Because you know I like to complain, so.
You do, yeah.
You don't complain, buddy, do you?
So I'm
just when you're hungry, mate.
Just when I need chips.
Just when you're hungry, which is always.
Okay,
sorry.
Cool.
I'm late. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't even know why I'm doing that. That's mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you hurt my feelings massively.
You said that was that
he's
like,
not mad.
plurally that you had
disappointed.
feelings. It's feeling.
Massive.
Yeah. So right, what are we talking about? Yes, we're going to do our live draft show. So we will be live in our hopefully podcast studio. Hopefully not on stools, Robert. We'll be sitting on lovely chairs.
Yeah, no, by the pool table instead of in them
Nice
shit chairs.
lazy boy chairs.
You, mate. So yeah, because there's no games next week, we can't talk about any games until next week. So that's why we're moving on. Yeah, live draft show. So if you know anything about drafts, anything what's going on about college football,
Draft,
team,
like with the big necks.
yeah, and then it's a worst. That's a terrible joke. And
That was a dad joke, right?
bonus, because we don't have a clue what we're talking about either. We're just gonna go in. We know a good couple of players, but we'll probably not be there all night. We'll probably be there for about 3 hours, just to get you the first good couple of guys in, you know, and see what the crack is. Because we have the Chicago Bears, and we'll probably get all the way down to the Jets, maybe more, unless the Jets straight down.
What
Yeah.
what picks the Jets got?
10.
10. They
Yeah.
see, well, the Hawks just picked 16, so stand up
You
for
want to
that.
stay up to 16, do you?
How long? Well, how long? Is it 10 minutes between each pick? Is it or how long they get?
Yeah. So there, what is it? What God, 6 picks every hour.
Yeah.
That's
3 hours,
it.
18
18
We're
picks?
3. Yeah,
Do,
we'll be up
do
until
they
about 4.
typically take the 10 minutes?
No.
Yes,
No, not everyone.
you can't not. You have to have it in the 10 minutes.
No, I'm saying,
I know,
like, do
but
they
not
typically
everyone
take
takes
the
all that.
length of the 10 minutes?
Usually, like it usually takes forever. Like, yeah, and you usually don't find out until after the 10 minutes. So, like, after the 10 minutes, the other team's ready on the clock, so it sort of works itself out, sort of thing.
What's that? Was
Yeah.
it like 6 hours in one night then?
Yeah,
Well,
but then you have to
starts at
remember that it's
daytime in
like
America.
it's like 5 o'clock over there when they're doing it.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be watching us at that time of the fucking morning?
People who want to see their team draft the player that they want.
I can't wait to
See,
see
Mark
our
doesn't
team
get this.
counter.
Mark doesn't
Sky
understand why the
Daniels.
draft is important to anybody. If anyone watches NFL, can somebody please explain to Mark that the draft
Yeah.
is important? That it is the second most important night after the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Like, if someone has an idiot's guide to the NFL draft, please send it my way. I will fucking read it.
I told you, I give you so many YouTube videos.
No, you
Look
sent
at
me
it.
one YouTube video, like, watch that.
I
You're
and
going to
then I
know as
give
much
you.
as me, Mark.
I don't know. I
And then if
give
he
you
has
like a
two
little bit more.
copies of Idiot's Guide to the NFL, send it to me and Rob.
Well, Mark has a couple of days, and now he knows what to do. So I reckon he'll know more than you after this, though. On the night.
Well, I've already subscribed to like college football and I'm rewatching the tapes now.
This is what I try to say because I told Mark was like, right, we're gonna watch college football, and it's like you don't need to watch college football in order to get the draft because there might be people it's not even.
Declared.
What did I say?
He had
Declared
to
for the draft. He was like,
fucking-
what the hell does that even mean? What does that mean? What do you mean declared? If you're
Well,
just in college, we should just be able to pick you if I think you're good. No.
There's guys in college that have been there for 8 years playing college ball because they make more money than declaring for the draft because of the fucking, I don't even know what the actual rule is behind it, but
Would that mean typically then they're not as good? They don't think they can
No,
make the
maybe,
team and-
probably
No, 'cause
not. Yeah.
a rookie contract, it was 4 years in the rookie contract, and then they have a chance to extend it for a year,
Yeah. It depends
the-
where you get
and the
picked.
contract
and it
doesn't
depends
hit
what
peak.
contract you get.
yeah, basically. So you
If
can
you're
pick
first
number
pick, you get
one,
more money.
yeah. Whereas then you can go all the way down to Brock Purdy, who was on like 800k a year. I was a Super Bowl QB last year
Yeah, and that was
because he was
his.
the last pick.
Which is what I'm saying. It was. Remember saying it was like if there's somebody really good as a quarterback sitting there and you're sitting behind him, how are you going to declare for the draft? Who the hell's going to know you're any use? So you have to wait that he goes and declares for the draft so you can play for a year and people can see what,
Yeah,
what you can do.
I started. See, this is why I ask these stupid questions so our viewers don't have to.
No such thing as a stupid question, mate. No such
No,
thing.
there is not.
Only stupid people.
Okay.
Someone
Yeah,
doesn't watch
so-
New Heights.
Huh?
That's what they say in New Heights.
Yeah, New Heights. New Heights is a good job. Like, but yeah. So we'll talk about the draft. We have picking first is the Chicago Bears. We all know who they're going to pick. It's not going to be any change. I don't care what any
Jaden Daniels.
Carol Basket says. They're not like fucking. What do you call them? Caleb Williams has went and visited one team, and that's the Chicago Bears.
Ah, well, that's because he knows he has no option now to get rid of Fields and
Justin Fields.
yeah, he's going there to be a starter. Like he's not going there to be a, our backup for a year and anything like that.
Yeah, 100%. So he's 100% going first, and then you've got the Washington Commanders who also need a QB. So I think Jaden Daniels will be there.
See, I would like him to drop down to 16th for the Hawks to get him. To be honest, that's your boy that throws the massive long ball, isn't it? The deep ball.
How do
I
you
think
guys
it's
know this?
Joe Mixon, because we watch YouTube videos.
What the
Yes,
fuck?
See them. We watch
You
the
keep saying,
combine.
like, we all know who they're going for. I haven't a fucking clue who they're going for.
See if you add like NFL draft on your Instagram, all these videos will start popping up on your feed when you go through Instagram.
Yeah. Did you not watch any of the combine, mate? No.
No. Fucking
No.
I don't even know if he knows.
There's
what a
also your
combine is.
man,
What's a combine?
your man McCarthy as well. I'm actually just looking at the stats here between McCaffrey
It's
and.
pronounced McCaffrey.
No, this is McCarthy. But your man McCarthy threw 22 touchdowns in the 2023 season. Jaden Daniels threw 40.
Yeah.
Only 4 interceptions.
See,
Mad.
this is what they're talking about. They're saying that somebody, what is it? What do you call him? Because JJ McCarthy was at Michigan and Jim
Yeah.
Harbaugh was at Michigan. And so he's been bigging him up because the Chargers have the 5th pick. So it's
Right.
everybody, main top 3 is supposed to be Caleb Williams at 1, either Drake May or Jaden Daniels at 2, and then either one of them 2 at 3 to go to the Patriots. And
Drake
then
May's
the
not
Arizona.
running back, isn't he?
Yeah. So then you've got
okay.
the Arizona Cardinals, who will likely give away their pick for somebody to trade up to try and get JJ McCarthy, so that the Chargers can then get Marvin Harrison Jr. as a wide receiver, because they got rid of Keenan Allen and they got rid of Mike Williams in the offseason. So now they've not got an established wide receiver 1. So everybody's saying that it's tactics for him to say, oh, JJ McCarthy's really good freaking player. Oh, Jesus, what a quarterback. I would say he's ahead of these 2 guys. And I would even pick him at 1 if I had number 1 pick. And so they're thinking it's a tactic so that they get somebody to trade up with the Arizona Cardinals so that they'll take him and then they can take the wide receiver.
Yep, makes sense. Was there not like a
yeah,
3?
it makes sense. And I'm like, that's a fucking different language.
Which part did you not get? I'll try and explain.
McCarthy, that's as far as I got.
Yeah, he's a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Played
You
for
don't pick
Michigan.
the Jets?
played for Michigan.
No,
Yeah.
so they have Aaron Rodgers.
Well, that's good.
Oh no, I reckon. I reckon the Jets will take Sam Hartman from Notre Dame. Not in the first round, like it'll be like the 4th or 5th. So I will say that's where he'll be as a wee backup, wee third stringer.
Is he QB, is he? I haven't actually
Yeah,
heard
but
that name.
see, look at him like he's like fucking looks like he's 40, but I think he's only like 24 or something. Like.
Right, okay.
I know
Was there
that.
not a 300-pound defensive lineman that ran the 40-yard dash in like 4.5 seconds or something?
Holy
Yes.
fuck, man's got rockets.
Yeah, he's a big dude, like, and he is so quick.
I can't remember his
Scary.
name. Is it Dallas Turner? I'm just seeing edge rusher here. He's the 9th
No.
highest prospect.
I'm not sure it's like something. His second name begins with O. It's Oswald or something like that. I'm not sure, something like that. But we'll just go through here, boys. So, like, we've got the Chicago Bears, who's picking Caleb Williams. We'll go with the Washington Commanders, who are either going to take Drake May or Jaden Daniels, unless you think otherwise.
Yeah, well, they could go for that other guy.
JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you've got the New England Patriots, who also need a
A
quarterback.
QB. Yeah.
I was going to say that, yeah.
See, this
Yeah,
is
no.
funny. Yeah, you not knowing shit's good. And
I don't think like I said, I've from the start I wanted the Seahawks to get Jaden Daniels, but when you say those first 3 picks,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, why
going
would
to
they
be
not go
Caleb
for that?
McCarthy, Jaden Daniels, or a mixture of Caleb Williams and then those.
Jaden
But they
Daniels
also
from-
have the 16th
Fuck.
pick, which is never going to happen.
yeah. See, you know what you're talking about.
I love it, Mark. I love it.
Yeah, you aren't getting Jaden Daniels or Drake May at this stage of the game, like, unless you straight up. But I can't see you
straight
straight up.
Get rid of
Did you not-
Metcalf.
Did you not require or acquire a quarterback in the offseason?
Great question. Can't remember. It's been a long time.
I know it was Geno Smith and somebody else, because Drew Lock went somewhere. Drew Lock went to the Giants. So I'm trying to think who your backup is now.
I'm going to check for you now. Depth
Sweet.
chart.
So, Arizona Cardinals are 100%, if they're still there, are taking Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they give out.
Sam Howell from the Commanders, isn't it?
He's a good quarterback.
I totally
I
forgot
really
we got
wanted him. I wanted him at the Jets to work or to go under Aaron Rodgers for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I like him. I think he could be your starter. 100%.
There you go.
But anyway, Cardinals are definitely taking Marvin Harrison Jr. in the fourth pick if they're still there. Because it'd be stupid to do anything else but that, considering they got rid of
Is he a quarterback
Hollywood
as well?
Brown. No, he's a wide receiver. He's like this machine. Like if you were to rank all the players, regardless of position, he'd be the number one at them all.
He's ranked up there with Caleb Williams, but they've both got one beside their name in the webpage I'm looking at. So yeah.
So, and because they got rid of Hollywood Brown to the Chiefs recently, like they have to take a wide receiver. But there's a good wide receiver class this year, so even if they trade back, they can still get a good one. The Chargers will more than likely take Joe Alt, which he's being touted as like he's a lineman, he's a tackle, left tackle for Notre Dame, and he's like on the same par as Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. Locke had a game-winning drive versus the Eagles and went to their division to replicate it twice a year. Ooh. So he's like a Zach Wilson then, who can only beat the Eagles. That's the only good thing I can say about Zach Wilson, who is now at the Denver Broncos.
There's two good things that you could say about him. Then.
Rumor has it that they give us a bag of crisps for him.
What did you actually get for him?
Best. They swapped. We give Zach Wilson plus our 7th round pick for a 6th round pick.
Jesus Christ.
And we're going to pay half his wages too.
Fuck. they didn't want
that's
them,
what I'm saying. It's basically just a bag of crisps. Here you go. And I think they only moved up like 30 positions, like as well. You know what I mean? So it went from like 200. They were picking at 236, and I think they got like 206.
Yeah, it just shows you how much the Broncos didn't want them as well. Like they were like, we will try and shaft you, but like. Fucking hell, that's mad.
Here, will you take this? You know what I mean? That's our last pick. That's the last day. Take our pick, will you? And I was like, oh, sweet, no bar, sweet.
Can't be arsed thinking about the 7th round, so.
So the Chargers will look to protect, what do you call him? My favorite player, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert this year. So.
Why is he your favorite player this year?
He's always my favorite player. I want to see if he was at the Jets. Yeah, I have a Chargers jersey with Justin Herbert because he's one of my favorite people. He's a really good quarterback. I just think he'd be good if he had a line in front of him. So the Giants.
Earlier, Zach Wilson jersey, Broncos. It's already on sale.
Is it?
Yeah,
is he number 3? Is he?
It was on NFL memes. It was like 115 quid down to 50 on sale already before he was even moved across.
Jesus.
I don't imagine they're selling out too quick.
You know what would be a really smart move though? If they changed, if he took the number 3 at the Broncos.
Why is that?
What?
Because then they wouldn't need to change anything because Russell Wilson was gone. He was number 3.
They'd have to change the name on the back of the jersey. So.
Wilson to Wilson, will they?
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh yeah, Jesus, yeah. I'm gonna change it, Wilson to Wilson.
He's dead, Dot Wilson, sure.
But they don't put the fucking.
What if he wants it? If he wants it, you can have it.
And also, it doesn't really matter anyway because the Broncos have changed their jerseys this year too.
Fair enough. Why'd you say it then?
Because anybody that has a Russell Wilson jersey and an older one will look cool in their new Zach Wilson jersey.
No, it looks like it's like a retro Zach.
Because it's the same one, regardless. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So we got the New York Giants. That's one's perplexing. I would say it would be. Everybody's trying to say that they're going to take a quarterback, but I can't see it because they've got Drew Lock and they've got. They just signed your man Daniels to a massive contract last year, which was stupid.
But 10-year contract, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then they go and get rid of their best playmaker, which is Shaquan Barkley. So, and all last year,
they did sign Odell Beckham up to a 10-year contract and then get rid of him a year later. So you never know.
What a god! Like, I don't know who's in charge of that organization. I thought all that them idiots were gone, but they should be taking a lineman somewhere. Like, there's a couple of good linemen in there that they should be taking.
I think it was the game last. I think it was the Seahawks sacked the Giants QB. I can't remember his name now. 11 times, wasn't it?
I think he was the most sacked quarterback in the league last year.
Yeah. No, they definitely need no line.
Yep.
100.
And then on the Tennessee Titans. That's another one. I don't know where they're going to go.
Did they get anyone to replace
Derrick Henry?
That's the one. I was trying to remember the name of him. My favorite player. Second favorite.
I'm near sure. Did Pollard not go there or something?
Good question.
Where did he go? Or he went there?
Titans.
I know. Or was it Eckler? Yeah, you
I need to bring my notebook on draft night, you know?
Yeah, possibly. You won't be able to try it for sure.
Don't say dumb shit.
Who was it? Do you know yet?
Not yet, no, because the phone's low. Well, on this, it shows as RB is blank.
RB death card. Who is...
Pollard.
Oh, I told you. I know everything. You know what I mean?
But I don't think they have a secondary running back.
Titans could go for Joel, but I think he'll be at the Giants, or not the Giants, the Chargers. Davy, I think 100% he should be at the Chargers to protect Justin Herbert. They need to protect that man. He's a good quarterback and he needs protected. You know what I mean? But if they're not, if Marvin Harrison's still there, they'll probably go for him instead. And then the Giants will probably take Joel. But I think there's another one. Is it Oleg Fasanu or something like that? That is another good tackle, which I think could be at the Titans as well. But I'm not sure Titans have a good O-line. We'll move on to the Falcons. Falcons have probably the best running back depth chart in the league.
Alright.
Maybe take up a wide receiver them.
Well, they have Drake London. And I'm near 100% sure they signed somebody else at wide receiver there in free agency. So, and also they have Kyle Pitts. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, your favorite player?
Yeah. Kyle Pitts is 100% going to get more reps this year with our Kirk Cousins. You know? So, so they've got Drake London and then there's Kyle Pitts. So, there's nobody really as a secondary. So, probably wide receiver would be a good one. Drake and Rome would be a nice for Kirko. Yes. That's Romo. I can't remember his name. Is it? I can't remember. I don't even want to try and pronounce that name.
Don't give it a go.
Yeah, there's a no.
Which one? What are we talking about? The receiver?
There's a receiver. I think it's Oduz.
Odunze?
Yes.
Odunze?
Yeah.
Like
I didn't even want to try that. Yeah, so I think he would be the second wide receiver off the board. So yeah, probably would be going to Falcons because they can't just fart about with friggin' Drake London the whole time. Yes, Odunze. That's it. I didn't even want to try and pronounce that there because it would just look stupid. I'm so glad Rob tried and he did well.
Who's commenting this? Is this on Twitch or something? Or?
This is on Instagram still. It's Davy.
Fair enough.
And then you've got the Chicago Bears again.
The first pick was the Panthers and the Bears pick's theirs, isn't it?
Yes. They got DeAndre Swift as running back. They got Keenan Allen as wide receivers.
They could probably do with strengthening up that O-line.
Yeah, I would say that would be their main.
Yeah.
thing there to get a good O lineman, which is terrible because Chargers need a lineman, Giants need a lineman, Titans need a lineman, probably Falcons could probably do with a lineman, and then you've got the New York Jets who need a lineman too.
Offensive line is the most important position.
I know.
Most important position of the pitch, mate. Nothing happens without them.
All the way from Portugal, Davy. Happy days. Whereabouts in Portugal? I've been to Albufeira a good couple of times, and that's awesome. Have you've been? Were you not in Portugal? Where were you?
Marc was
Yeah.
in Spain.
All right. I feel like there was somebody in
Spania.
Portugal recently. Recently.
I mean, I don't know if you spoke to him.
Like, a couple hours before the draft, we can work on your vocab if you want.
Or bro cab.
The
Anyway.
Rays
Yeah.
in Spain-
Chicago Bears is going to take a lineman, okay? And
yes.
the New York Jets are going to take a lineman or a wide receiver, I would say.
I think you're correct.
You know it, bruh. You know it.
Need to protect that ACL of Aaron Rodgers. So
Joey House just joined.
what's
So we
happening,
were
Joey?
not talking about
Wasn't his
you at
ACL?
all. Who are we talking about? It was his Achilles.
Oh, it was Achilles. Sorry, not ACL. Yeah,
Yeah, if you watch Troy, you would know all about it.
I don't know who that is. Who's Troy?
Don't,
Mm,
just keep going.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh.
no, just did it.
The movie, right? I
Yeah.
thought a person called Troy. I got confused.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We've been talking balls for about an hour, and I think that's enough. I think everybody's listened to us enough. You know what I mean? They're probably bored
I
of us
would
already.
agree.
But so I think Rob and Mark's bored of us.
I'm normally done listening to you, mate, after like a minute. So
I know, mate. I know.
Wow.
you've
Tell me
used
about
up
it.
your week's worth.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But everybody, thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you on Thursday for our live draft night. We will have a couple of beers, and we'll be talking some balls about the draft. So join us on Thursday night if you are bored and you're wondering what the hell am I doing staying up for this. Talk to us. We haven't a clue what we're talking about half the time. So, and when we're drunk, we know even less.
We talk more
So-
balls.
Yeah.
You reckon I'll know more?
It's like a superpower, is it? Boop, boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop, boop.
So we'll see you then, guys. Cheery bye.
Bye.